Good morning and welcome to Morning Walk. I'm Don, and this is where we discuss our walk of faith. It's a daily walk, is it not? And the topic that was on my mind this morning was simply this. The world is going to do what the world's going to do. The world's going to do what the world's going to do. What does that mean? Well, Jesus is the one that told us that we're in the world, but we're not of the world. And it seems like, particularly in this current environment of our world, with all the unrest and uncertainty of health and freedom and economic concerns, and just everything has kind of been turned on its head as far as what we're typically used to. And so it's very easy to become what we might refer to as more worldly minded than normal. And it's not like when we don't have all these pressures that we're not tempted to just be caught up in the day-to-day activities of worldly concerns, because we are. I think that's kind of the battle that we all face. We find ourselves going through routines, and it becomes the status quo. And then times like this, where there are all these upheavals, we then tend to become focused on the events and the circumstances that are happening around us. So my point is that time is precious. And today is the day that the Lord's given to us, and our constant challenge is to lose sight of relationship with Him and experience life almost as if we're supposed to figure this thing out on our own and process it on our own. And so we don't want to become so consumed by the current events, politics, social, economic. We're not to be ostriches and kind of stick our heads in the sand. That's not what I'm purporting. I'm simply suggesting that we need to be careful that we don't become consumed by everything that's going around us and lose sight of the fact that we are, in fact, created for this intimate relationship with Jesus Christ. Another concern that I've had with this whole world's going to do what the world's going to do, the world's always looking to enhance mankind apart from God. Now, they'll give reference to God. They'll suggest that there's this inner godness that all human beings have, and certainly we are all created in the image and the likeness of God, but we don't have all of us have the indwelling presence of Jesus Christ. We have to be regenerated, born again. And so let's make sure that in our desire to be connected, to be good citizens, to be engaged in current events, that we don't become consumed by current events. The only thing that should be consuming us is Christ as our life. He should be our total allegiance. He's the only one that is due our complete worship, our adoration. We should only be giving our hearts, our total hearts to Him and nothing else. And yet there's a lot of distractions, a lot of things that would consume us and that would take our minds in this direction, and crusades and causes and programs and events. So today, be reminded, let God remind you who you truly are and His intent for your life. You are to be in this world, but not of this world. So allow that to be an encouragement to you today. The things that are occurring around you do not define you. And we're not to just go along with the masses. this is not majority rules. So until next time, enjoy life as God intended.